Forged Cup is Silph Arena's meta for June. It's a point-based meta, which we don't get too often. You've got 17 points to spend on building your team of 6, and each Pokemon is assigned a point value, either 8, 4, 2, or 1. There's no Dark types allowed, no Steel types, and no Sinnoh Pokemon off the top of my head. Well, this is just a basic breakdown. We're just getting the ball rolling and the ideas flowing. If you want to take a look at a complete extended breakdown where we take a look at almost every Pokemon in the meta, then you can find that here. Otherwise, let's take a look at the basics. I think the absolute meta-defining Pokemon, the Pokemon that kind of determines everything else of what is good and not so good, is going to be Oranguru. With no Dark types around, there's nothing to really wall an Oranguru. That also means the Ghost types are going to be big. Like the lack of Dark types means the Ghost types are going to be running around a lot as well. And Oranguru, with its normal typing, is a Psychic type that resists Ghost. It also has Dark damage in Foul Play. Dark damage is going to be really, really sought after. Anytime you can fit Dark damage onto your team is going to be good. And Oranguru has that as well. So it's got so many weapons, both offensively and defensively, that are going to make it just a super viable pick. With that established, let's look at each of the tiers, and I'm just going to run you through each, like my favorites in each tier. In the 8-point tier, I like Cresselia, mainly because of its bulk. Future Sight, this is one of the few times where you'll want Future Sight over Moonblast. Nidoqueen is a really nice safe swap or charger. It doesn't particularly like the Oranguru, but it's got play against Samurott, which is the other big pick. Like, if you're happy to go down a shield, I think it can take care of Samurott, plus an energy lead as well. It takes care of that nicely. We've got Trevenant, Frostlass, and Cofagrigus are your 3 ghosts. Probably good to have one of these on your team. They all do different things. I like Cofagrigus the most because of its bulk over the other 2. Plus that Dark Pulse damage, which we said is super handy in this meta. Let's take a look at the 4-pointers, and this is where probably you've got the most viable picks. So you've got Ninetales, you've got Noctowl and Pidgeot, although I prefer Noctowl for the Shadow Ball damage in this meta. Alolan Marowak, particularly the Shadow, has the same amount of play as Ninetales, but with the Ghost typing and all the benefits that brings with it. You've got Beedrill is risky, but if you can land a Drill Run on some things, it can absolutely do some work. Greedent. Let's talk about Greedent. Normal typing, which, as we've said, normal typing is really, really nice in this meta. Really spammy Body Slam and Crunch, that dark damage that we talked about. Greedent is the biggest counter to Oranguru, and there's really not too many fighting types that are viable in this meta, so you really want to take a look at Greedent. Lapras is good, so Dugong as well. Wigglytuff has play, and Galvantula is probably your other 4-pointer that you want to take a look at. If we go to 2-pointers, not as much variety here, but of course Oranguru is there, just chilling. We've got Lurantis with its Fury Cutter, Leaf Blade, Superpower, all 3 great moves in this meta. There is another viable superpower user in this meta, but that one is weak to Confusion from Oranguru, where Lurantis is not. So absolutely consider Lurantis for that reason. Lycanroc is another one that I'm really interested in because it is a counter user to beat all the normal types. Plus it has the rock typing, so it's not weak to Confusion. It also resists Greedent's Body Slams. Trouble is, it's very glassy, so the even resisted damage can add up against it. And then you got the 1-pointers. Piloswine's going to be really nice. Take a look at that one. You've got some really nice value picks here. Muck as well with its Dark Pulse Thunder Punch combination. Samurott, really nice pick. Beware is your other superpower user. I'm strongly considering Beware because of its normal typing as well. Shadow Mewtwo, it's a meme pick, but it's got some shield burning capabilities. Like, it's not going to win its matchups, but it will set up the backline to be able to sweep with like an unshielded opponent. And also you've got Tentacruel has some play, and Shadow Gyarados with Legacy Dragon Tail if you can swing it. Both are going to be really handy. That's it. Good luck for June.